How long have I been wrestling?
No. Why did you get into this?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. That's a new one.
Yes.
An extension of childhood. I never wanted to grow up. I just wanted to play around my whole life. No, I on the serious side, I always wanted to be in pro sports or entertainment, and I knew by maybe grade 4, grade 5 that I wanted to do sports or entertainment, and wrestling gave me the opportunity to do both.
Yeah.
It's somewhat of a sports thing at a professional level, and it's entertainment.
Huge entertainment.
Yeah, and I was never a musician, but I always liked music and singing and things like that, and I was fortunate enough again to be able to create a character in professional wrestling that gave me the ability then to go out and also sing songs. So it's been quite gratifying.
How did you come up with the character?
It was a takeoff of, there was a TV show on in the States at one time called Three's Company, and it was a lady and her 2 daughters living in an apartment, and the apartment maintenance man was hair slicked back and pencil thin mustache, the white t-shirt with the cigarettes rolled under the sleeves, and I kind of started with that character, and he had the sideburns. I created the character off of this particular slimy guy because I was what they call a bad guy back then, a heel, not the good guy I am now.
Yeah.
I know you. Oh, that's a matter of opinion. but anyway, I did it that way, and some wrestling fans came along. They saw the sideburns, they saw the black hair, and they asked me had I ever considered doing any Elvis thing, and I said, oh, of course not, because I was a Beatles and Rolling Stones fan. I like to listen to their music. I was not into the Elvis thing because we were force-fed Elvis being where I was living in Memphis, because he was from there, and of course all those corny movies that he made that he didn't even like himself, from what I understand. We had to go to the movies on Saturday afternoon to watch Elvis, you know, Viva Las Vegas and Blue Hawaii and all this nonsense. So I said, no, I've never really been into Elvis. And they said, well, we want to make you something. Did we get your measurements? And they took my measurements. I had no idea what they were making. A month later, they show back up, and they had me this gold lame jumpsuit. And that's how it all started. And then one of the wrestling promoters in that area that I was working for, when he saw this gold jumpsuit, the black hair and the sideburns, he asked, had I ever considered using the guitar? Do I know how to play the guitar? I said, absolutely not. He said, man, that'd be great if you had the guitar and you go out and you hit them over the head with it. So none of it was my creation. None of it, none. And I was very fortunate that the wrestling fans, and I tell young guys, always listen to the fans, because not only are they supporting you by coming to see your show and buy the tickets from you, but they're fans because they sit around and they think and they talk about wrestling a lot more than we do who are in the business. People who are in the business don't really want to talk about wrestling, but the fans do. So if you listen to them like I did, you can't go wrong. And it's worked very well.
And you were, what, 24 then? Is that when you started?
I started I was 76. I was playing around with it a little bit, and I was teaching school at the time and coaching high school football. And then by 77, I had resigned from teaching and coaching and went full-time wrestling. So I was out of college, 24, 25.
And how do you
seems
prepare
like only
for like that?
Seems like only yesterday, except for the numbers, the age.